All right. I think I'm live. Very good. Why am I wearing the headphones? I hate wearing the headphones. Happy Wednesday, y'all. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Since I'm live streaming, I'm sure you can probably imagine what it is I'm doing here. Take a wild guess. Take just the wildest guess you possibly can. Oh, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. That is terribly unfair. All right, well, let me know if I'm coming through loud and clear. If I'm not, well, I guess that's life. Life on the countryside. But yeah, there you go. Teardrop, next single. That is absolutely what we were doing here. Joining the circus, yeah, that's another good option. Although I'm not very flexible, and I can't juggle, nor can I tame a lion. Little quiet. Oh right, yes, very good. There we are. I was singing in this today, and that's like way louder than my talking. So, hey Daniel, du schaust gut aus. Vielen Dank, Katharina. Ich war mir nicht sicher, ob die Haube gut passt, aber ich habe gesagt, es passt eigentlich gut zum Outfit. Deswegen habe ich entschlossen, sie zu tragen. Aber ja, sie ist okay. Schaut ein bisschen meshmäßig aus, aber es ist okay, es geht. Yeah, he pronounced my name. Oh, there we go. Yeah, every time she hears me talking in here, she shows up. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's keep your shame off the internet and maintain this live stream, at least at a PG-13. I think a PG-13 is important. Yeah, hi. Yeah, so I did pronounce your name Teardrop because that's how we've discussed it before, but you really do spell it tire, like the British way, like a tire that you put on your car. So I don't know. Every time I look at it, I just think, the British word for tire, which is the same as the English word, it's just spelled different. Wow, beim nächsten Konzert können wir also Deutsch miteinander reden, ja? Können wir. Ich muss sagen, dass mein Deutsch in den letzten 2 Jahren viel besser geworden ist und ich bin sehr stolz drauf. Natürlich ist es nicht perfekt, aber es ist besser geworden und das ist ein Zeichen, dass Progress. Üben macht den Meister. Das passt auch. I'm American. I don't care about British English rules. It's not about rules. It's just about words. And Mara joins. Great. Yes, but she's not settling, which is strange. How are you, Daniel? Your cat is sweet. Yes, she's very, very cute. She's been a little bit moody the last few days, and felt like we were having some sort of issues, but we seem to have resolved them today. I get leg rubs and purrs and plays, so I think our relationship is doing a little bit better. Greetings from North Texas. Greetings from Austria. So you can tell it's a little bit cold in here. Weather has been changing quite rapidly, and I, being the desert plant, the cactus that I am, being from California, I don't like cold weather, and I do not adjust to it very well. So, now you're settling. You're a good girl. Yeah, settling. Yeah, I'm kind of longing for that California winter. But it's funny, like people always sort of assume, myself included, that like Texas is hot all the time. It's just hot when it's hot. One of the last times I was in Dallas, it was like December or something. I went there for a DJ gig, and it was fucking snowing. I was like, it snows in Dallas? This is crazy. So I was gonna say cheers to good weather in Texas, but then I remembered that it snows. So. Das Deutsch der meisten Deutschen ist ja nicht mal perfekt, also sei nicht so streng zu dir. Was eigentlich lustig ist, dass je mehr ich Deutsch lerne, merke ich, dass viele Leute Fehler machen. Und das habe ich eigentlich nicht erwartet, weil die Grammatik so kompliziert ist. Natürlich macht es Sinn, aber ich finde es lustig, dass so viele Leute mich korrigieren wollen, aber die machen selbst viele Fehler. So ist es. When approximately the stream can take place? When are you talking about the first trip to Russia? I see. Okay, I get the question. So my first Russian tour back in 2010 was quite a nightmare. The story is absolutely insane. And it takes something like 45 minutes to tell. But the problem is, I was really drunk at the time, like the whole time. And so were my other bandmates, Tim and David, who were playing with me at the time. So I think that if I do this, what I should really do is get them on here to like sort of reminisce the story with me so that we can all sort of like go over it. Because every time like I talk to them, they like remind me of a new detail that I've sort of like overlooked. But it was crazy because, we nearly got arrested. We were told that we weren't allowed to have hotel rooms and that we should just take speed instead of going to bed. The promoter in Tver like walked through a glass window and cut himself half to death. It was just that's right. We were threatened by the Russian mob. They said that they would kill us because we were playing in a club that was owned by the mafia, and like the backstage was a shrine to the mob boss, or like the sort of the boss, and he had been murdered, but he was like some kind of folk music hero or something like that. I think some of the Russian Discord fans, we somehow like discovered who he was, but yeah, so he was like a mob boss, and he was murdered, and the whole backstage was just a shrine to him, and it was like pictures of him with various like Russian politicians and celebrities, and they had his like guitars and glass cases and stuff, and they said that they were going to kill us if we broke anything in there. So that was fun. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, one day I should finally make that full story public. But I think I really want the guys to be a part of it because it was just so chaotic and there's so many details that were missed. Any tours coming to Georgia? So I just did like an insane AMA on my Facebook page yesterday, which is crazy. It's like it got like well over 800 comments, which I did not expect. But so a lot of people are asking like what my touring plans are. We are in the process of it's okay. We are in the process of exploring touring options, but nothing is set in stone. I think, if I'm being honest, I'm not particularly in any rush to go on tour because this project has been so overwhelming and so it's taken, it's like taking a lot of my time, energy, and sort of soul. So I think I'm not in any rush to go and do any sort of like insane tour schedules, but touring is part of the job, and I will definitely do it again. And we always play in Georgia when we do it. So don't you worry. An Atlanta date is definitely going to be on the calendar when this happens. Quite a story. I hope the last time that you were in Russia in 2020 was less scary. Yes, every subsequent trip to Russia has been just a pleasure. It's just been a whole lot of fun. Great crowds, great people. I think we just we were cursed. The tour was just cursed, and we we just ran into a lot of bad luck. I know our venue options kind of suck now as well, but hey, no complaints. I don't know. We've been playing at the Drunken Unicorn the last couple of years. I really like it. I like the fact that even though it's a small, intimate club, they've got a pretty damn powerful sound system. So no complaints there. I'm almost certain when we get back out to Georgia, we will play at the Drunken Unicorn again, because I think the Masquerade is a little bit big for us. I haven't actually seen the new Masquerade, but I know it's a fairly big venue. I think it's like 1,500, 2,000 capacity club. I think that's a little bit big for us. And I also really like intimate venues. Philly too, of course, Philly. Never forget Philly. It's always sunny there. What did you do for Halloween? So, my sort of like Halloween celebration, like the proper Halloween celebration, was the weekend before Halloween. We've got a big property here, so we threw a Halloween party because Halloween isn't really that big of a thing here in Austria. So I mean, every year it seems to get a little bit more popular, but it's still not as like sort of baked into the culture as it is in America. So yeah, my wife and I we threw a Halloween party. We got like one of the old sort of stalls in the farmhouse all decked out and super spooky looking, and we threw a party and invited a bunch of our friends. Obviously, because we live in the middle of nowhere on the countryside, there weren't too many people that like made their way down here. But I'm hoping that next year we can sort of expand it and make it an even bigger party and get like friends of ours from all over Europe or either from the US to come and just like really sort of like make it a thing. Because, as much as I love Austrian culture, like, and as much as I'm trying to adapt to things here, I still want to sort of like embrace my Americanness as much as possible. So, we've had 4th of July parties, even though this is not even stuff that I care about. I just sort of like, I don't really technically care about the holidays. I just sort of like I like the vibe of the parties themselves. So we've thrown a 4th of July party. Maybe we'll do that next year as well. And we started celebrating Thanksgiving here and like trying to get like our European family into it. And I think finally now after 3 years, they're kind of like, oh yeah, this is actually not so bad. It's pretty good. Ohio. Every time we play in Ohio, it ends up being in Cincinnati. But I'm really hoping that we can, get back to a little bit, further east, something like Columbus or, one of the other more eastern cities of Ohio. So we'll see. What is the biggest man cave toy you've bought on tour, like keyboard type thing? I actually grew up poor, so I don't like spending money. So I very, very rarely splurge on anything that I don't need. Uh, like if I ever buy anything expensive on tour, it's literally like clothing. So uh, I remember I was in the UK a couple of years ago, and there was a weird, like, it was super cold out of nowhere, and I didn't have a proper jacket, so I went and I don't know, I spent like 150 quid on a jacket or something, the leather one that I still wear today. So yeah, I'm like all about like practical purchases. I very rarely buy anything expensive, and I definitely don't do it on tour. Any plans to come to Florida? As I said, we have zero touring plans right now. Like none. Like we are talking to different we're talking with our booking agency about possibilities, but nothing is set in stone. Nothing at all. And like I said, this has been such a year for me where I'm so exhausted. I really don't care about going on tour, at least not right now. I know I'm going to have to do it either next year or the year after, but I don't know. I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm sure I'll care more when I'm less burned out. I need a break after this year. You should come and play in Erkenschwick. I have no idea where that is. After a song a month for a year, go on vacation and disappear. That is the plan. As many of you know, as soon as this project is like done, I'm gonna count the number of Patreon supporters I have on New Year's Eve, and then I'm going to print exactly that number of CDs, and then they're going to be available for pre-order via my Aesthetic Perfection store, via the Imperfect Society page, and I believe I'm going to give patrons about 1 month to decide whether or not they want to order it, and whatever's left over then I'll make available to the general public. But yeah, it's like after that, I'm just gonna no more. Done. Yeah. Have you ever been to upstate New York? Play in Buffalo practically every tour that we do. And I think I played in Albany once. And there's some other like upstate place that I played like 10 years ago. But I've played Albany a couple of times and then usually hit Buffalo. Now that the 12 songs in 12 months project is almost done, do you have a title for it? Yes, and you should know it because you're a Patreon supporter. I gave the secret away to the Patreon supporters a couple of days ago. Just putting that out there. Ricardo Carmona, thank you. $5 right in the till. That's very nice of you. Now, every time you guys throw money at me via Super Chat, I just want to remind you that if you want to throw money at me and have me not feel guilty about it, sign up for my Patreon. We've got an amazing community, and you can sign up for a whole year for like less than the cost of a fancy cocktail. So they now offer annual subscriptions. You get a discount with it, and it's a really amazing community, and it's actually, what keeps me going. It's what keeps Aesthetic Perfection going. So have a look at it. Imperfect-society.net. I'll drop it in the... sorry, Kat. I need the keyboard. Okay. If we sign up now, do we still have the chance to get the CD? Yeah. So December 31st is when I count the number of supporters that I have and decide how many CDs we're going to print. So like, let's say we have 700 supporters. I'm going to print 700 CDs, and then I will make those 700 CDs available in the secret section of the web store. And then for either 2 weeks or 4 weeks, I will let Patreon supporters decide whether or not they want to purchase it, because obviously not everybody cares about physical media. So there is a chance that there will be stuff that's left over, but maybe some of those Imperfect Society folks want to buy 5 or 6 of them. I don't know. So, yeah, if you want to ensure that you get it, make sure that you are a patron at least by December 31st. And obviously you got to be a patron while the how do you say this? While the pre-order is taking place, but that's going to start in January. So don't you worry. How will it work out with shipping costs among patrons concerning the US and Europe? I haven't quite figured that out yet. So this is going to be a pre-order because it's going to take a couple of months to actually make the CDs. I'm going to have them made in America, but I'm going to see if I can go to America and bring like as many back that were purchased. How do you say this? Is like, how do I explain this? Okay. So since this is going to be a pre-order, there will not be a cap on it in the store. So I will make the pre-order available in the European store and the American store. And then even though I'm having this all printed in America, I will ship the orders. I will ship a big bulk box of CDs from LA to Leipzig so that customers in Europe can pay either domestic shipping if they're in Germany, or not crazy insane shipping rates or customs duties if they're, in France or Austria or whatever. So that's how I'm going to do it. Did that make sense? I hope that made sense. NASA has discovered a new star. I don't know if you know. They explained that the star was very majestic and bright. I think the Hubble telescope accidentally returned to your room. Uh-huh. I didn't hear about the new star, and I didn't think my room was that bright. But maybe you could see my room from the Hubble tape. I can't talk today. Maybe you could see my room from the Hubble Space Telescope. Have an amazing day. Heading to a Goira show. Can't wait. Catch y'all live. Well, April, you enjoy the Goira. It's Godzilla, but I don't know how to say it like actually out loud. Gojira. Enjoy Gojira. They're great. You should put a limit of 700 copies per order. Yes. That is a great idea. Do you already know where you will go for your vacation? I'm thinking of doing a staycation for a little while at least. But I also want to go to a bed and breakfast in the UK around Christmas. Oh, you're so cute. Yes, you're cute. You're cute. I want to go to a bed and breakfast in the UK in December, right before Christmas. I got a friend who runs a bed and breakfast over by Stonehenge, and it's a really beautiful, magical place. And I'm hoping that I can go there for a week just before Christmas. You are definitely in need of vacation. That is true. But it can't be too long because I can't leave the little one behind. Little one. All right. I'm feeling a little bit cheeky, just if I'm being honest. Ooh, do I do something cheeky? Oh, I could be cheeky. Oh, do I do it? Do I do it? All right. Guys, do I do it? Just ask me, just answer me if I should do it. I can watch Mara for you. Mara is not a friendly cat. Mara will not be nice to you. I promise. She's terrible. Hi, Daniel. Any plans on new cover versions? Oh, boy. I'm like not even done with my 12 songs in 12 months project yet. And you want covers. Y'all are insatiable. See, that's the thing that sucks is that like people, it's like you always do a lot of new stuff, but then people always want them. It's like you release one thing, you do one new thing, and then people are like, when's the next new thing coming? And you're just like, I know you didn't mean it that way. But yes, I will do covers again sometime soon. But let me get this out of the way. All right. Do the cheeky thing. Ooh. Oh, for Koshka. Koshka. Is Koshka cat? For cat? Thank you, Yogurt. All right.
just trying to save myself. Trying to save myself. Trying to save myself. Trying to save myself. Trying to save myself.
Ooh. Sorry. I don't know. I just couldn't help myself. So there you go. That's the single for November. I'm very, very proud of it. I think it really just sort of showcases and highlights the best of both worlds between Empathy Test and Aesthetic Perfection, and I'm super grateful to Isaac for writing this song with me. He brought a lot to the table. He brought a whole lot of ideas. He brought a huge chunk of the song. Yeah, it's only as awesome it is because of him. Yeah, and it officially drops this Friday everywhere in the whole world, and it would mean a whole lot to me if you would go ahead and pre-save it on Spotify. And if you haven't yet, be sure to follow Aesthetic Perfection on Spotify. That way you ensure that my music pops up, in your Discover Weekly. You'll get recommended Aesthetic Perfection as well as, similar music, probably my industrial pop playlist, all that kind of good stuff. So please, please, please pre-save the song. Follow us on Spotify. All right, that's my spiel. Oh, yeah, and join us for our online release party where we'll officially listen to it this Friday. This is a Winter Club banger already, pre-saved. Thank you so much. You are amazing as always. Greetings from Poland. Greeting from your neighbor in Austria. And thank you guys for joining me on this very, very short notice live stream. Because you did so, you got to hear the song a little bit early. And guess what? I'm going to sign off right now and make it private so you can't listen to it until Friday again. Ha! Bye, guys.